It's another exciting week here in our lead gen coaching world. This week, we are going to continue to work on our 8x8 and concrete and build those relationships with our customers and clients. And we are also going to set up our 33 touch program so that it is going to be set and ready for every contact that we put in our database. So I want you to look here really quickly about how these two circles are set up and how the graph is set up. You will see that you make a contact with somebody, you put them in your 8x8 program, and then those people fall, boom, down into this contact management database. Contact management database is your CRM, in our case, command, and your contact management database runs your 33 touch program for you. When we are adding our customers and clients every week to this 8x8 KW Prosperity Smart Plan in Command, what that smart plan has shown us already is how to organize our customers and contacts and how to keep track of who is due what at any given time, right? Well, that 8x8 KW Prosperity Plan is going to take us a step further. When we are done with a customer in this circle, it is automatically going to attach to that customer the 33 touch program for us. So today we're going to talk about what that program is. We're going to build a couple of pieces to it, but know that when you are done with a customer and client here, automatically your plan is going to be up and running for you here. So let's get moving. We are in our compounding program, as we know. So every single time I have to tell you, every day this week, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, you are going to take 5 contacts that are in command and you are going to add them to the 8x8 KW Prosperity Plan. As soon as you do that, you are going to hit tasks, and in your tasks column, you are going to have 35 tasks today because we are on week 7. And being in week 7, we have to answer all those things, do all those things. So 35 touches, and we are getting close to the end and close to being at full capacity. So today is again a social touch. We did work on social touches before, but I want to remind you of what it means to do a social touch with your customers and clients. You are going to do a number of things. First, you are going to be careful what platforms you are using. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, those are certainly the most basic ones that are out there, but you want to make sure that if you choose to participate in any of these 3 programs or any of the other myriad of programs that are out there, that you are consistently using the platform. I do not want to see you adding a platform to use and then stepping away from it and abandoning it. It is much better that you do not join a new program and stick with what you know rather than spread yourself thin and ignore it. I'd rather you not be there at all than to abandon it. So since this is our second social touch, we have already asked our friends, this contact that you're working with today, you have already sent them a friend request. So hopefully they are already in your system. If they did not accept your friend request when you made the first social touch, you can go back, cancel that request, and resend it, and hopefully you will get them to engage with you. If they are already part of your sphere of influence, I want you to go back and make a comment on something that they posted. You need to make it a habit to make a comment on something that they've posted. This is a social platform. It has to have communication back and forth between you and your customers and clients. If they comment or like a post of yours, periodically direct message them to personalize the conversation. I want you to engage with your customers and clients, but what I do not want you to do is make it creepy. When you direct message them, you take them off of the main platform into the direct message portion of it. It can be very, very good to personalize the conversation, but don't do it too often. Remember, this is personal and social. It is not necessarily straight sales, right? So be careful using the direct message, use it periodically. Finally, if you weren't able to get their birthday information the last time you were here on your social touch, please try and scrape their birthday information and update their command contact with it. Very important that you update the command contact with it as we go on to our 33 touch program, and you'll understand why. Moving forward, remember you need to do relevant weekly posts. Those what relevant weekly posts fall into two categories. The first one being about real estate. You have the weekly office listing. You can post something from the media giants that are out there that are providing us with content. And you can also use command to schedule those content kind of posts for you, so that maybe you think about it the first of the month and you schedule them all out for the month. But the other kind of relevant post has to be a personal post, something about you. Remember, social media is personal. You are not only here to sell real estate and to be in front of people for real estate, you are giving them a little bit of yourself. It is a give and take. So you need to make sure that you have a personal touch each month, each week about yourself. Make sure you share something about yourself. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the 33 touch plan. The 33 touch plan is the backbone of your ongoing communication with your customers and clients ad infinitum. When they roll out of the 8 by 8 plan, they are going to be automatically enrolled in your 33 touch plan. There are a couple of things that you need to do first so that we get the maximum number of touches in for these folks. So understand that in command, we are automatically enrolling you in some of this, and some you have to do yourself. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to set up a hard mail campaign for your customers and clients. I want you to go back to the same vendor and provider that you used for your 12 Direct program, and I want you to choose a second mailing to go out. Okay, do not use the same mailing, because remember, you are sending out a piece to your farm, your geographical farm. The idea of the geographical farm and mailing and reaching to them is to take somebody you haven't met and to add them to the met side of your database. So if somebody falls out of your farm with your prospecting, they get added to the met side of the database and therefore added to the second mailing that you are doing. What you do not want is the same person getting two of the same pieces. So you need to choose a different campaign from your farm, because there's a chance that a met from your farm will wind up in your sphere. On the same vein, we want to make sure that you spread the mailing date out from the farm mailing date. So if your farm is going out at the beginning of the month, that mail, I want you to send your Met database mailing piece at the middle of the month for the same reason. If you have one person who's receiving both pieces, you don't want them to get them on the same day. Okay? As part of our 8 by 8 plan that you have assigned all of your customers and contacts to, it is going to remind you to add your customer and client to your Met database. Put that update here in Quantum Digital or whatever vendor that you're using. That step of the 8 by 8 is for the future. For when you are meeting new people, you're adding them to the 8 by 8, they're going to roll all the way through the program. And at the very end, it's going to remind you, hey, update these people and add them to your Met database in Quantum or whatever mailing program you're using. You may also want to make a date in your calendar to remind you to update your list, just in case, as a backstop. Because unlike your farm, which database is not going to change unless a builder adds a house, right? Your Met database and your Met mailing will always be changing and will always need to be updated. Okay, so that's the first touch, and it is a hard mail touch. We are reaching out to our customers and clients in all sorts of mediums, right? That's part of our goal here. So our next step, it's fabulous. We don't have to do anything. In our 8 by 8 program, we have already set everybody up in the neighborhood nurture to receive it bi-weekly. So that means that everybody's already set up to receive 24 email touches. So 24 plus 12 is 36 touches. So in our first two, we are already beyond the point that the National Association of Realtors says we need. The National Association of Realtors says that if you do not touch somebody every 30 to 45 days, they will forget you. It's not that they don't love you. It means that you are not in the forefront of their mind. It is your job as the realtor to remain in the forefront of their mind. So we are going to touch them at least every 30 to 45 days, right? Well, Keller Williams says, forget every 30, 45 days. We want to touch the minimum of 33 touches. That's what the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book says. Well, look at us. We're such rock stars. We already have 12 hard mail touches a year and 24 email touches a year. So we're at 36 touches right here. That does not mean you don't have to continue on, because remember, we want to touch them through all different mediums as they move through the year so that they're always used to hearing from us and they're always used to hearing us requesting referrals. So the next thing that's going to happen on our list here in our 33 touch program is 4 phone calls a year. And then we're going to follow those phone calls with a handwritten note. But never fear, this is the quarterly check-in. As part of your 8x8 KW Prosperity Plan, it is going to automatically enroll your customers and clients in the quarterly check-in plan. When you go to your tasks, as somebody's in the 33 touch, if it's time for them to get a phone call in your tasks, it's going to say quarterly check-in with Matt Bilheimer. Pick up the phone and call him. So you will call him. You will also have in that touch a little script of what you should say to him. You're going to then follow it up with a handwritten note. So look at that. It's another 4 touches. All of a sudden, we're up to 40 touches. 12 plus 24 is 36, plus 4 touches, plus a handwritten note. So let's add that in too. So that's 44 touches we're already up to. Again, our birthday and down here our anniversary touch. These 2 items are also, your clients are going to be automatically enrolled in them by the 8x8 plan. So command will remind you it is Bill Boswell's birthday. Send him a text, right? It will be in your tasks whenever an item like that is due, and you'll just quick send out maybe a little funny GIF from your phone or a text message. Same thing on the home anniversary. It's going to remind you. You're just going to send it out, okay? We're leveraging command to help us stay in touch with our customers and clients. So I forget, we're at 48 touches, 49, 50, 51 touches a year. Mother's Day, Father's Day. This is something that you can choose to do or not choose to do. I recommend that you do. It is not going to automatically happen for you because Mother's Day, Father's Day is kind of a moving target. But you can use Twilio, which is a item that can be attached to your command, and you can send mass text messages out on Mother's Day, Father's Day, welcoming and thanking everybody and wishing them a good day, right? So that's why I forget, I lost count here. We're at 52 maybe, I forget. So 54 touches. And then finally, the one thing that you're going to have to put a little more thought into is your annual item of value. You want to create a situation where your customers and clients are expecting something from you that comes every year and that makes them think of you. So for example, in our office, we have quite a few agents who send pies or deliver pies to their customers and clients on the holidays. So at Christmas or at Thanksgiving, at that time of the year, they hand deliver homemade pies or pies that they purchase at the bakery for their customers and clients. And their customers and clients love them and they expect them because they come every year. I'm not suggesting that's the only thing you can do. Quite frankly, I think that is a very busy time of year, that maybe it's smart to do something else at some other time of year, like flags for Memorial Day or the barbecue, relish mustard ketchup at the 4th of July, whatever kind of cute, quaint thing that you can think of and that you can consistently do year after year. This item, the item of value, you don't have to do today, but you need to think about it so that it is set up for you in the future to execute, okay? Because it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some planning on your part. Then finally, just like with our 12 direct and our geographical farming, all the just listed and just sold cards are gravy for this group. This group is always going to get your just listed, just sold cards, no matter how many listings and sales you have a year, right? This is just another reminder. So I have long ago lost count. So let's say up at the top here, we had 52 touches. And let's say you sell 10 houses in a year, or you sell 20 houses in a year. That's 62 touches, 72 touches to those people, right? We are staying in the top of their mind all the time. That is the purpose of the 33 touch plan, so that nobody has an opportunity to forget you, so that every opportunity to ask for a referral, you have done that. And so that every opportunity where these customers and clients of yours are in front of other people who are talking about real estate, that you are in the top of their mind and they will not forget to give your name out. Okay, so I know this is a lot of information. So what do you actually need to do? To be honest, there's not much that you actually need to do. You need to set up your direct mail in Quantum. So go to Quantum or whatever other vendor you're using, upload your database, and get that direct mail going. Okay, choose it, get it, set it, forget it, right? You need to go to Command Smart Plan Library and save the following 3 plans if you have not already done it. I asked you to do this a couple of weeks ago, but just in case you haven't already done it, I need you to save the home anniversary plan, the quarterly call plan, and the birthday plan. And you need to, when you click it, it says save as my birthday plan, my quarterly call plan, my home anniversary plan. Do not change the name. Save it that way, my birthday with the my. Our 8x8 KW Prosperity is going to be looking for a my birthday plan. So please save it in the default that it's that way, so that everybody who comes out of the 8x8 program will be automatically assigned these other smart plans, so that you really don't have to think about it. You're just going to have to go to your tasks every day, like you're doing as part of this program. We're setting you up to be consistent, good, habitual people with your lead gen, right? So you're going to go to your tasks in Command, and it's going to tell you what you need to do for birthdays and quarterly calls and home anniversaries, etc., without even thinking about it. Okay. Finally, the last thing that you need to do as part of today's 33 touch is you need to think about your annual item of value. And like I said, that's going to take a little time. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. You need to plan it, you need to think about it, and you need to set up an execution plan. So when you're done here today, you set yourself up in direct mail and Quantum, you make sure you have your smart plan libraries where they're set up and they're supposed to be, and then really all you need to think about is your item of value. And look at that, you're good to go in the 33 touch plan with all your customers and clients. Have a good day, folks. Make sure that you have your small item of value ready for next week.